With me, Dr. Kumar. She is the head of the rheumatology department of the All India Institute of Medical Science, one of the most elite institutes in our country. Welcome, Dr. Uma, and thank you for joining us. Do you think a course is required for medical students to deal with patients and their relatives? Even the terminology they use, they have to be very careful with it when you talk about these really difficult times for patients and their families.
Yes, absolutely. You are right. Doctors have to be very careful in dealing with patients and explaining to them what is going on in their life or in their relative's life. Uh, Communication skill is very, very important. And while communicating with the patient, one cannot be very mechanical, or they have to feel, they have to show sympathy, and as you pointed out, empathy also. I mean, then things fall in place, because we all know that someone who is not knowing a particular problem or the disease or any illness would react very differently, and if patient is actually explained about everything very clearly and categorically, then chances are that one would understand and would not react violently or in a very abusive manner.
Right. Ma'am, one more question to you. As far as patients are concerned, what is the change in attitude which we need when it comes to dealing with doctors, and what can we do from our side to bring about that change in mentality?
Look, these days you would be knowing that people Google about everything, and they kind of acquire infection, complete information from internet and from
Information.
other various media channels, and then we are coming to the doctors. They are thinking that they have a particular problem, they need particular investigation, even they have diagnosed themselves by doing certain set of investigations, and they have certain kind of expectation when they go to public hospital, or if they are going to a private hospital, they'll have different kind of expectation.
When we speak of doctors, the medical community, their stress, what we need to also understand, ma'am, is that at times patients' expectations don't match what the doctors are offering or the healthcare service of our country has. Would you say that it's the requirement of the day that the government increases spending on healthcare, that it's made universal, and that it's made affordable for all, so that everyone gets access to basic healthcare? And beyond that also, there should not be no lack of ICU beds. There should be no lack of oxygen, because that was a big cause of anger amongst patients. What can doctors do? They just don't have the infrastructure.
Look, when we talk about medical service, it's not so simple, just two words. That includes lots of things in it. It's not about beds, oxygen, ventilator. It's about human resource. Doctors cannot be produced overnight. Nursing staff cannot be produced overnight, or for that matter, any healthcare professional. That takes time. Yes, when we start comparing ourselves with the Western world, where doctors-patient ratio is much better than what we have, but look at them. I'm sure many of you would have visited Western world and must seen how you get the consult. It takes months to reach to a super specialist doctor. So then we don't say that we are better. But when we have problem, Corona happened not only in India, it happened in US and UK, and the health system was overwhelmed. Even
Yes.
the rest of the country's system were overwhelmed. We used to look at crematoriums, and we did see the pictures. So it's not right that we start blaming the system completely. We also owe certain responsibility. Having said that, yes, you're right. We need to spend more on our health, and it's close to 1% what we are spending.
Absolutely.
It needs to go many folds, because country's economy, country's health depend on individuals' health, right?
Absolutely.
So we cannot progress or go forward until unless health of the people of the country is given the due importance.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you for joining us on NewsX. Valuable suggestions, riveting conversation. I hope someone in the government is listening. I hope our viewers also take a cue from that. End of the day, a collective effort. Doctors are doing their part. Are you doing yours? That's a question to think on and to ponder about. I leave you with that thought. Thank you for watching.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.